Share of life isn't fair moments that make us think, why me? What have I done to deserve any of this? And why at that exact moment? What if things had gone differently? Hello everyone, my name is Alyssa, and these were my exact thoughts a couple of weeks ago. Let me explain. It was a normal Monday at school. Everything was going fine. We had a long, quite boring morning of math and history, then a well-deserved lunch break. After lunch, we were scheduled to play soccer during phys ed. We arrived there, got changed, made teams, and started playing. I was having lots of fun. That is, until disaster struck. Long story short, I tripped and rolled my ankle. What I was most upset about some time after, however, was that I didn't even fall in a cool way. You may have noticed that I didn't describe how I fell. Well, I was about to run towards the ball, and the first step I took, my ankle rolled outwards towards the side, and I felt agonizing pain coursing through the veins of my foot. I stood there in shock for a few seconds and then crumpled to the floor. As expected, a bunch of people rushed towards me asking if I was all right, well, if you went to go get ice. I had to suffer through the rest of the day with my swollen ankle and heavy limping, which I extremely regret. Looking back, I probably should have called someone to pick me up from school so I could properly rest it at home, or even get it checked out by a doctor, instead of walking on it for the next few hours. In addition, the ice that the school gave me technically wasn't even ice. It was simply a small, thin, cold towel in a Ziploc bag that thawed in less than 10 minutes. This meant that I had to go get a new ice pack every so often or send one of my friends to go get one. When the day was finally over, let me rephrase that. When the school day was finally over, it wasn't like I could just go straight home, ice my ankle, and rest it. No, I had to take a Spirit of Math exam. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a program that teaches advanced math. And get this, that's not even the worst part. Not only did I have to sit through an hour-and-a-half long exam with a sprained ankle, but the next day we had an overnight school trip to Quebec City for 4 days and 3 nights. Anyways, after Spirit of Math, I went to my grandma's house, as I normally do when my parents aren't finished work yet. By the time my mom got home, we quickly rushed to the urgent care clinic in hopes of arriving there before it closed at 8 p.m. However, when we had got there, it had just closed. We were out of luck. So we set off to Shoppers Drug Mart to buy an ankle brace and any other items we thought I might need. Also, did I mention that I didn't finish packing for this trip yet? That's right. I was planning to finish packing that Monday night, right before the next Tuesday morning when we had to wake up at 5:30 a.m. So I probably didn't go to sleep until about 1:30 a.m. that night because I couldn't even quickly pack myself. My mom had to help me pack, and I certainly wasn't helping her by being picky about the clothes I wanted to bring. Sorry, Mom. That night, we were able to get about 4 hours of sleep, and I was at least able to sleep a little on the 10-hour bus ride the next day, although it was very uncomfortable. We arrived in Quebec, ate dinner, and then went for a haunted walk. I had to use crutches, and while it did take pressure off my foot, my arms were dying. The next day, I woke up with an extremely sore back, shoulders, arms, and legs. The following couple of days, I ditched the crutches and put most of the pressure on my non-injured foot while we went on hikes, walks, and tours. If my injured foot was healing, my other foot was doing the exact opposite with overcompensating. All in all, the trip was quite fun as we also got to go bowling, went to an amusement park, and even roasted marshmallows. But the experience definitely would have been more enjoyable if my ankle didn't weigh me down. Now, if you thought that was it, you're wrong. The following day, after returning from Quebec, I had my birthday party. And of course, it wasn't something relaxing like a spa or a barbecue at home. It had to be archery and glow-in-the-dark dodgeball, which involved running. That meant for the next 5 days straight after I sprained my ankle, I did not give it any rest. To make matters even worse, I was supposed to go to a soccer tournament for school the following Tuesday, which I was really looking forward to. And that was the last sports tournament of the school year. What were the chances that I couldn't even go? These tough times often come with lessons, and the lesson I learned from this experience is that we take our feet for granted. Also, don't procrastinate, because if I had already finished packing that night, I could have gotten to sleep earlier and to wake up early for the next morning. While I did suffer a lot during this time, I know that there are people that have gone through much worse things than I have. I thought what I went through was bad, but then I think about people that haven't been able to walk their whole life. This experience was really frustrating, but it also put things into perspective for me.